Tonight, I want to welcome you back to Black Site, and I want to talk to you about the impending civil war between Yvetee Carnell, Tonetalks versus Boyce Watkins Tariq Nasheed, Jason Black, Vicky Dillard, and Claud Anderson. This has to stop. We're all going in the same direction of reparations, and we need to understand in any war you must have allies. Those allies may not agree on every impending issue, but their goal is to win the war. And that's what we must understand. We must put our issues aside. We must put our personalities aside. And we must come to a table and say, nothing gets in the way of our goal of reparation. No statistics, no name calling, because the things I have been hearing over the last few days have been extremely disturbing. And by attacking each other, we're giving a small victory to our enemies. Don't you know that the Democrat Party establishment is watching this fight go on every day with updates on their daily memos? We have to understand that each and every one of the individuals' names that I've talked about are very talented individuals who have extremely large platforms, large followings. And if we can get not a coordinated message, but a message of reparations out to the people, do you know we possibly could reach between 5 and 10 million black people a week? That's a very powerful tool if we come together. And if you want to know why white people and white supremacists are so effective, not only in America but around the world, it's because they stay on code. Our code should be first that we win this reparations movement and that we stay on code. And when we get our reparations, then we can discuss other issues or part and go different ways. And I always reframe you back to World War II when I say you must have allies. The United States, in defeating Germany, Japan, and Italy, did something unusual that most people wouldn't even do today. They became an ally with Russia, a communist country, to defeat the Germans, because they had one enemy that they knew they must destroy. They knew that they had to come together and put everything aside to defeat this enemy and achieve that goal. And sometimes we must learn from our enemies. And that's what we must do. Even though we may disagree on 60, 70, 75% of other issues, this goal right here is the priority of the ADOS foundational black community. And it would be such a great thing to see each and every one of these individuals sit down at a table and say, hey, I disagree with you, brother, but I still love you. We going in this direction together, and we gonna see this through to the end. But constantly attacking each other on Twitter, constantly attacking each other on Facebook, YouTube, we're not making progress this way. And our enemies have always believed that we could never come together and fulfill a goal. And that's what they're banking on right now. So we have Boyce Watkins going after Tonetalks Yvetee Carnell, Jason Black going after Yvetee Carnell, Tonetalks. And this is wasted energy for some of the most talented people we have in our community. People who have put together some of the greatest documentaries that you ever want to see. Jason Black, Tariq Nasheed, especially gentrification. We know about Hidden Colors, and we need those two brothers, and we must support them because we need them to put out documentaries to show our people why we should get reparations. See, we have all the tools that's needed to win this war. But the only thing we have to do is come together as allies and say, hey, we may approach this issue in different ways. We might have different battle plans. But when we get to Berlin, like the Allies got to Berlin, and declared victory, that's when we must do it. And we must descend on Washington and win the reparations war. And once that's over, if we have any impending issues, we can argue that out all day. But this issue right here, we are in total agreement of. So we're going to, over the next weekend, before 2020 starts, we're going to see more videos of each other attacking each other. We're using negative energy when we should be using our positive energy to get reparations. Because nothing more makes the enemy happy than to see their allies, to see the people they're fighting against in chaos and fighting against each other. This is painful. This is painful to watch. And I'm not going to take any sides because I believe that each and every one of the individuals I mentioned are talented. Like I said earlier, they believe in reparations. They believe in the movement. But we're going to have to come together and fight this as allies. This is how wars are won. But also, this is how wars are lost. And the history books are replete of how people who led movements lost a war. We must learn from those who won. I want to thank you for listening to Black Site. I hope you subscribe to this channel, smash that like button, and share this video.